All right, what's up guys? This should be a short and fun video. Look, check out what I got. My favorite, Russell's Reserve, and why I'm really excited about this Gallenstein. In this Northern Kentucky area, these Gallenstein's picks are apparently the bee's knees, like the best picks that you could possibly get. Regarded really highly. And just in my YouTube shorts that I made, somebody in the comment section said like, this is the best Russells they ever tried. So, oh, and on top of that, Warehouse Camp Nelson E. Here we go. So what's been going on is usually, I mean, now that this bourbon prices are coming down, selection's coming up, usually you had to have a membership. You have to spend X amount of money. I think you have to, if you were a member of this place, you have to spend $200 before, you know, 200 credits before you can buy this. So I just moved to Covington, never even bothered. I'm trying to start a membership, but what kind of rubs me the wrong way is that not only, to even join, you have to have 6 receipts. You have to come there, buy like whatever beer 6 times before you can even start a membership. And after that, you can accumulate points. But what really rubs me the wrong way is that the points start rolling off after 6 months, which is, I think that's whatever. They can do whatever they want in their own store, but that one thing just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Hey, if somebody spent money, like to me, if somebody spent money in your store, we'll let them keep the points for at least a couple years. That's neither here and there, but bourbon, the whole industry is slowing down. So stuff like this is actually on the regular floor, just like the 4 Roses that they had. Like any one of their picks will be like a membership only behind the counter. But hey, this is on the floor. I randomly walked in just to see what they have, and sure enough, they had this, so I picked it up. And then that brings me to another point. My tinfoil hat conspiracy theory is, when I went over to a buddy's house and he introduced me, that was the first time I sipped on Old Forester, like barrel proof single barrel. And man, was I blown away. And it was a Gallenstein's pick. And ever since then, I've been buying these Old Foresters, and nothing has ever been that good, but I'm not 100% certain whether it's like I'm a crack addict, where it's like that first hit was so amazing that either that bottle was so good, or then I just remember it tasting so good that like all these other Old Forester bottles don't live up to it. But so yeah, look at this. Gallenstein, this is their 22nd pick. So if their picks are so regarded for being so good and have such a high reputation, I mean, I don't want to put on my conspiracy tinfoil hat on, but it seems pretty clear that they're in the old boys club. If they picked enough barrels, they're like, we've had these contacts for many years, and they get the good stuff rolled out for them. Because I can see, if you can, no matter how good of a taste you might have, it's not like when you go pick, you get to travel the whole rick house and open any kind of barrel you want from like 20 barrels, and then, oh, you pick the whatever. No, usually you get 3 rolled out to you, and then it's up to the master or the manager of that program to either get something good or not. You can pick, if you have good taste, you can pick the best of what they give you. But if you consistently having fire picks, then, well, there's something else going on here. So I'm excited to try it. And then I want to put this up against 2 other Russells. Got this other Russell right here. This one is from Wise Guys, the one in Covington. And coincidentally, in a funny way, all these are like the floor is the same, a 4th floor, all of them. This one is Warehouse TYB, 9 years old. And then we have 4th floor again, TYK, 9 years old. from good spirits. All right, here we go. Very exciting. Cracking this open fresh. This would be 100% live reaction. Never tasted this before, but I have high expectations. Good sound. Oh, ooh. Just even smelling a ton of vanilla. Oh yeah. Nice vanilla cherry. Slightly floral. I mean, I can put my nose entirely in here. A little bit of like ethanol, a little bit of alcohol, but not much. Yeah, now I'm getting ethanol. A little rice spice minty. Yeah, at this point I've nosed it so much that I'm now nothing but ethanol now. Okay, cheers. Let's get into this. Oh, really nice. Wow. Oh. Whoa. You know, like first impressions, what it reminds me of is Wild Turkey 12. Yeah, I know the proof is a little higher on this, but yes, and the taste, everything is a little amplified, but it's got the refinement of a Wild Turkey 12. However, this is 8 years old. And again, CNE means Camp Nelson Warehouse E. Now, of course, there's endless debate about is Camp Nelson the best one versus the other ones. I would say floor-wise, I watched interviews with Jimmy Russell, and he was saying that the middle floors, I assume this rickhouse has 6 floors, so 3 to 4, this is the mid floor. Jimmy Russell was saying that, at the bottom, they age too slow, the barrels. At the top, they age too fast, you have to rotate them and whatnot, so but in the center, they have a good airflow, and they age the best. That was according to him. So it's actually funny. Maybe Wild Turkey does think that the best stuff is on floor 3 and 4. That's why for their single barrel program, they usually roll out these barrels. However, I did hear that Wild Turkey is one of the most fun picks to do because you can actually go there and just, instead of you getting like 3 or 4 little samples, you actually go to the rick house and they tell you like, hey, you can just open any of these barrels if you want, which is, oh, by the way, if we're finishing up our Jack Daniel's rye pick, we did the pick for anybody that don't know, and I think, and everybody else that I've tried, I've asked, thinks it's so good, phenomenal. We just knocked it out of the ballpark. So the stakes are, the bar is set high, right? We're just in September, October, or something like that, in a few months. Hopefully we'll get the bottles, but then I'm already thinking about the next pick. Write down in the comments, do you guys want to do a Russell's pick? And if you guys do, would you be down to buy, go in for 2 bottles? Because if the barrel yields like 160 bottles plus or whatever, maybe meeting up or contacting 60 people, that's manageable, but hundreds of people that each want a single bottle, that'd be a little a little too much. So if you want to do 2 bottles, if you want to put yourself down for 2 bottles, put a comment down. I just want to gauge the interest in our Russell's pick. I don't have a store or anything. You want to judge the interest, and if people want to do it, I'll call a bunch of stores. I'll try to make it happen if the demand is there. But anyway, I'm coming back to this. Yeah, man. Okay. Well, yeah. What I like in general about bourbon, but about these Russells is the nice cherry. I love like sweet stuff, or like sweet cherry and tobacco, and I guess my favorite notes are like tobacco, cherry, that type of stuff. So you get a nice cherry here, like woody barrel tannins. and a nice caramel, nice sweetness that that kind of flows in towards the finish. So wow, and this side hasn't even opened up. This is like the neck pour. So I'm beginning to think that there is something about, you know, the good old boys club, about these Gallenstein's pick, that they do have the inside track. I mean, for what it's worth, when we did our Jack Daniels pick, the guy who was like helping us out, guiding us through the thing, I mean, he gave me his card, he gave me his phone number, so I'm sure after your 21st pick, you would let the manager know, like, hey, we're coming, oh, we're buddies, or whatever. Hey, did you get the you know, cake or plate of barbecue or whatever, you know, like, you become friends, and, you know, they know you're coming. Your buddy, they might roll it, you know what I mean? Even though officially the distillery says, oh yeah, the single barrel picks are, yeah, like, it's, everybody gets the good stuff. Well, I beg to differ. All right, okay, so I'll only pour a little more here for comparison. Let me move on and let me just taste these other two. Like I said before, this one is going to be Wise Guy Lounge. And it's kind of cool that every single time that they do a pick, you go to the bar. I don't know if you can see, it's maybe a little blurry, but they put a sticker on it. And the sticker is called, they call this bottle, every one of their picks, they like do a mafia theme. And this one is solitary confinement. So you don't have to say, like, if you go to the bar, you have to say like, oh, like Russell's pick number 5. Just say solitary confinement, they'll know what you're talking about. And actually, I think these are still in for sale in their bottle shop. And I do remember this one being pretty good, Okay. Nose is very similar on these two picks. This one might just have like a tiny bit more rice spice and caramel amplified. This is very, I'm gonna say right now, I like this one the best. I might take these samples to birthday, see what she thinks. But I think if I was just to put myself in other people's shoes universally, I would say that this Camp Nelson one is. Oh, let me just say one thing about Camp Nelson. So, my buddy Alex. He was telling me that Camp Nelson is just basically by the river, so the climate is colder. So therefore, things don't age too fast. Therefore, they can do a Russell's 13 or 15 or like the high-end stuff, like the, you know, the high maturation, the older stuff comes from this warehouse, but doesn't mean that all the barrels, even though this is a very coveted rickhouse, doesn't mean all the barrels from this rickhouse are good. It just means that they can age things faster. However, because the Russell's 13 comes from Camp Nelson, I'm not exactly sure which rickhouse, but therefore people think that this is better, or this is the coveted one. Which does support my conspiracy theory that of all the rickhouses you guys, you know, the Wild Turkey can assign to you, the guys that have picked 21 barrels and are in the know, or like in the good old boys club, they get the Camp Nelson. So yeah, this is a lot more muted, but very, it feels like a Wild Turkey 12, like I said before, like a higher aged one. This one here, a lot more fresh as far as just the notes are just punchier. This one's nice too, but if you like barrel tannins, if you like oak, this one has it in spades, and it's more oakier than the first one, than the Camp Nelson. Yeah, I'm falling in love with this bottle right now. I would say that this is the quintessential Russell's like taste profile, and it really delivers like solidly on everything. Because Russell's, you know, it's got the corn and the rye. It's got like a nice complex flavor palette. You know, like it comes the sweet and the rice spice and the finish. So everything that you expect from Russell's, it's here, and it's really nice. And this one's solid too. However, it's more amped up on the finish with the barrel tannins, but still a solid pick. And when I got it, I was not angry. But speaking of angry, or slightly angry or whatever, well, not really angry, I don't care that much, but this is the good spirits pick. And this is the one that I was hankering, like before I bought these other two bottles, I bought this one because I was hankering for Russell's, and I went the easy route, and I just remembered that the store Good Spirits had like a pick, so I just went there and just got it, and then I slightly regretted it because one thing's for certain, if a place has a good Russell's pick, it will be gone fast. One person buys it and then tells somebody else, and the word of mouth spreads, and it's just gone. These Good Spirits picks, I'm sure they're still here. Visit any Good Spirits, they are there. I mean, I talked to the owner when I was trying to source a barrel for Four Roses or whatnot, and he was complaining that these Good Spirits, their Russell, like he has like half a barrel, he has like a bunch of bottles still on this, you know. But I wonder why, right? Because it's not, it's, I'm gonna put it this way. Somebody could like it. Somebody could like it. And the people who could like it are people who will be like rye people. Because from what I remember, I'll just taste in a second, but for what I remember, it skips all the sweet notes that Russell's like the Russell's mash bill can produce. It skips all that, and it goes straight to spicy and rye, a little bit of ethanol too. And to me, being that this was a pick, to me, I'm wondering, did the group that pick it, how big was the group? And did everybody have an equal vote? Because I can't believe a group of like 6 or 5 people actually voted a majority for this, unless Russell's rolled out the worst stuff ever. But I think maybe there's no way this could be a majority pick. So to me, it seems like maybe there was like a guy that everybody looked to, or somebody overpowered or whatever. But this could be somebody can enjoy it, but not bourbon guys. Maybe if you're into rye. So let's get into it. Yeah, it's got like very tangy, some kind of like powdered sugar, confectionery, but I'm trying to pick out these notes because there's like, you know, like a bit of ethanol. And yeah, it's a little astringent, but it's very like thin with like spicy, but like rice spicy or something. Whatever. Cheers. We'll get into it. How should I describe it? Usually with the Russell's mash bill or with these other two, you take a sip and your palate goes on like a sweet journey, right? It gets sweet, and then other things happen. This one skips the sweetness completely. It's flat when you sip on it, and then it goes to like rice spices, like ethanol-ish, other like complex notes. I mean, I'm not saying that this is drinkable. It's fine. let's say if you're at a dive bar and you want some, whatever, you want some, you want to drink on some bourbon or whatever, or let's say it doesn't matter. I'll just put it this way: it's drinkable, but it's not. It's very off profile, and if you like that particular taste, maybe it's cool, but people who are into Russells, I wouldn't say, that's not their jam. Yeah, coffee grounds, like espresso, like barrel tannins, a little bit of, oh hey, Borte is here.
It's alive?
Yeah, well it's not live, but it will be posted. Okay, this is the harshest bourbon critic in the world. All right, and I have my own opinions about which one's better, about what's a better store, what's a better restaurant, or what's a better pick or whatever. But you don't know any of that. Mm-hmm. So this is super cool. I didn't tell her about what I like, or you don't even like Russells that much anyway, right?
No.
Right, except the one
from Potty Source.
Okay. I'm gonna just try every single one of them, and just say something about each one, and tell me which one is the best. Because I already told you guys which one is the best, which one's the worst, but let's see if somebody with like a more advanced, more sensitive palate than me. Maybe I'm just a fool. Maybe just like buying into the hype of like the backstories.
You're definitely buying into hype.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh wait, you know what? Can you try go from here to the...
Yeah, almost no ethanol.
She's drinking the Good Spirits pick.
Oh, kind of like it. It's spicy but sweet, which is not... I feel like Russell's usually not sweet at all. Just spicy.
Really?
Just like a lot of black pepper. But this one, ooh, again, no ethanol. Oh, it smells like a caramel, chocolate. It smells really nice. Oh, taste is not good. Yeah, has this bitter taste.
Like oak.
Oh wow. It's definitely more complex than other two. It's sweet. Yeah, it has like a very long finish. The flavors just like keep going.
Which one's the best? Which one's the worst?
Yeah, oh, it's a lot of cherry. Yeah, it has like like a sweet, I feel like it also has bitterness, but it's like a very good amount, like a right amount. It's like and it's not very spicy. I would say first one, it's easy to drink for me personally, but just because it has like, it's sweet and it smells okay, nice. But the third one is definitely more complex and interesting, and like it's okay. I would say second one, it's like, okay, the Goodfellas, it's like a wife you don't like anymore, and you've been together for 20 years. She's like bitter, not sweet, not fun. And then the first one, it's like a one-stand night. She's like sweet and easy going. And this third one, it's definitely, it's someone you fell in love. Complex, interesting, deep. You want to have a conversation with.
This confirms my conspiracy theory. Why is these Gallenstein's picks? Why are they so good?
I don't know.
I think they're in the good old boys club. After you pick 21 barrels, you know, you get the red carpet rolled out for you. So there you have it, guys. In conclusion, we a little disagree on the whatever, but we can agree that this is amazing, and you know why, because they have the relationship. But anyway, that's my review. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.